Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. This is biology session. We have successfully completed the lesson sense organs. So, it is a time to go for assessment. Okay. So, what are sense organs, children? The organs which help us to know the things happening outside the environment. Okay. Sense organs are called gateways of knowledge. How many sense organs are present, children? 5. What are they? Eye, ear, tongue, nose and skin. There are 5 main sense organs. They work together for particular sensations. There is a particular level at which the process of sensation is triggered, isn't it? The stronger sensation masks the weaker ones. Okay, for example, the lens in the eye, it is adjustable. The lacrimal glands secrete lubricant for the eye, aiding in the movements of the eye. The retina contains mainly rods for near dark dim light vision, while cones help in bright light color vision. Dim light vision, rods, bright light vision, cones. So, what is the region in the eye, children, where there is no vision? That is called blind spot, from where the optic nerve leaves the eye. And then what is the region in the eye where there is a distinct vision? That is called yellow spot or fovea. Each eye gets a slightly different view of an object. So, what type of vision we have? Binocular vision. The image forms on retina. Our ear, next come to the ear. Ear has 3 main parts: external ear, middle ear and inner ear. So, what are those glands which secrete the wax, ear wax? Curuminous glands and sebaceous glands are present in the ear. So, what is the sensitive part of the ear? The tympanum or eardrum. It is present at the end of the auditory meatus or ear canal. The vibrations of this, due to the sound traveling through the ear canals, start the processing of hearing. The middle ear consisting of 3 bones, what are they? They are malleus, incus and stapes. So, what is their function? They amplify the sound. Then come to the tongue. Tongue contains nearly how many taste buds? 10,000 taste buds present on the papillae. Skin has next sense organ, skin. Skin has cutaneous receptors. It is the sense organ of touch. The sense organ send the messages through sensory pathways to the brain, where they are processed and sent to required sense organs to function through motor pathways. Okay. This is the brief review. So, are you ready, children? Let us proceed to solve the questions which appeared in the previous Olympiads and competitive exams. The first question: the colorful part of the eye is known as iris, cornea, pupil, eyeball. So, which part impart the color to the eye? Iris. Okay. An organ which is the most important articulator of speech is eyes, nose, tongue, face. It is the tongue. The cells that detect the change are known as white blood cells, sensory cells, eukaryotic cells, stem cells. They are sensory cells. Sensory cells are also called receptors, receptor cells. Eye has photoreceptors, skin has tactile receptors, nose and tongue has chemoreceptors. Okay. All the sense organs are specific. Okay. They are made up of specific receptors to detect the specific stimuli. The passage through which tears pass is known as cornea, tear gland, tear duct, eyeball. It is the tear duct. Next, the layer under epidermis that contains connective tissue, hair follicles, sweat glands and nerve endings is known as sweat pore, dermis, receptors, sensory cell. Which one? It is the dermis layer where all these sweat glands, hair follicles, connective tissue, nerve endings are present. The natural powers that gives us a detailed information of things around us are known as reflexes, senses, stimuli, sensors. Which one? These are the senses which gives the detailed information of the things around us. Okay? The part of eye that is a messenger of electrochemical signals from eye to brain is blood vessel, optic nerve, iris, cornea. Which one? It's the optic nerve, which carries the information in the form of electrical impulses regarding the vision. The region of retina where no image is formed and it contains no rods and cones is known as choroid, blind spot, yellow spot, cornea. It is the blind spot. The inner ear is a mashup of semicircular canals and cochlea, anvil, hammer, ossicles. Which one? It is the cochlea, the spiral structure. The binocular vision allows us to judge distance, coordinate eye movement, take information, all of these. So, all of these, okay, both eyes see the same object at a time, okay, and pass that information to the brain, and where they analyze the information and the correct image is formed. So, this type of vision is called as binocular vision. The part of eye that refracts light towards the retina and changes the shape according to distance of object is known as, okay, retina, lens, iris, cornea. It is the lens, okay, which refracts the light towards the retina and changes the shape according to the distance of the object. Okay. Rods and cones are present in the cornea, lens, retina, iris. It is the retina where the innermost layer of the eye, sensitive layer of the eye, okay, where these receptors, rods and cones are present. The cavity of vitreous humour is behind the lens, in front of the lens, between the choroids and the retina, between the sclerotic and choroid layer. Okay. Where this vitreous chamber is present? Just behind the lens. The low intensity of light during the night hours is detected by which cells? Cones, rods, both, none of these. Okay. It is the rods which detect the intensity, low intensity of light, dim light. Okay, they are active during night time. The pupil can be dilated by iris, ciliary muscles, vitreous humor, aqueous humor. Okay, it is the iris which dilates the pupil. An aperture controlling the entry of light in the eye is called sclera, pupil, iris, blind spot. It is the pupil, a slit-like opening. Okay, during the dim light it expands, during bright light it contracts and allows required amount of light to pass or to fall onto the retina. Okay. Which of the following is responsible for color detection in the eye? Cones, rods, both, none of these. It is the cones, okay, has the ability to detect the colors. That is the super speciality of human eye, okay, to detect the color, to enjoy the colors. A change in environmental parameters that generates a response is called olfactory touch stimulus, labyrinth. It is the stimulus. It is a change in the environmental parameter that generates a response. Okay, it may be a chemical, it may be a molecule, it may be a particle, okay, which has a strength to generate the response. It is called stimulus. Both eyes seeing some object is called Okay, long sightedness, short sightedness, binocular vision, color vision. It's binocular vision. How many layers has the eye? There are 3 layers are there. Okay, here 4, 5, 2 and 3 are given. So, what are those 3 layers? Outer sclerotic layer, middle choroid layer and inner retina. Which of the following is the middle layer of the eye? Sclerotic layer, choroid layer, Langerhans layer, retina. It is a choroid layer, it is middle layer of the eye, which is rich in the blood vessels. The eyeball moves with the help of 6 muscles, 7 muscles, 8 muscles, 9 muscles. The 6 muscles, ciliary muscles. Okay. Which of the following has a pigment which imparts black, brown and blue colors to the eye? Okay, which part of the eye has a pigment? Cornea, pupil, iris, choroid layer. It is the iris. The number of cells present in retina are about 14 crores, 25 crores, 20 crores, 22 crores. It is 14 crores of cells. What are they? That is rods and cones. When the image falls in front of retina, what do you call the defect? Beriberi, long sightedness, night blindness, myopia or short sightedness. In front of retina, actually normal vision means it has to image has to form on the retina. Okay. So, here in front of retina means it is a short sightedness or myopia. When the image falls behind the retina, the defect is called pellagra, night blindness, short sightedness, long sightedness. Which one? It is long sightedness, opposite to short sightedness. The tympanic membrane is connected to stapes, incus, malleus, cornea. Okay, the tympanic membrane, it is the membrane which cover the auditory meatus, and that is the end of the external ear. Then the middle ear starts. Then the tympanic membrane makes its connection. Tympanic membrane makes its connection, okay, with a bone. What is that bone? Malleus. Okay. Next, the outer bony labyrinth is filled with vitreous humour, endolymph, perilymph, aqueous humour. It is the perilymph. The inner membranous labyrinth is filled with perilymph, endolymph, aqueous humour, vitreous humour. It is endolymph. Okay. The parts in the membranous labyrinth are vestibule, semicircular canals, cochlea, all of these. The parts in the membranous labyrinth are, okay, the membranous labyrinth consisting of this vestibule, semicircular canals and cochlea, inner ear, okay, all of these. Which of the following is involved in hearing? Retina, malleus, stapes, cochlea. It is the cochlea. The mouth of the upper chamber of the cochlea is known as oval window, round window, square window, stapes. It is oval window, the mouth of upper chamber of cochlea, oval window. The mouth of lower chamber of cochlea is known as oval window, malleus, incus, round window. It is the round window. Round window is the mouth of a lower chamber of the cochlea. Each taste bud has a cavity with pore called thalamus, taste pore, pupil, incus. Which one? Taste pore. Which of the following taste receptors are present largely in front portion of the tongue? Sweet, salt, bitter, both A and B. Both A and B. Which of the following taste receptors are located at the back of the tongue? Sweet, salt, bitter, sour. It is the bitter, which is located the back portion of the tongue. Okay, that is why after swallowing we feel bitter, is not it? Which of the following taste receptors are located along the sides of the tongue? Sweet, salt, bitter, sour. Which one? Sour. Okay, sour receptors are present on the sides of the tongue. Mucous membrane of nasal cavity has rods, cones, chemoreceptors, all of these. Mucous membrane of nasal cavity, okay, it contains chemoreceptors. Rods, cones are present in the eye. Okay. The smell of the chemicals dissolved in the mucus is detected by olfactory receptors, tactile receptors, cutaneous receptors, photoreceptors. So, here smell receptors, they are olfactory receptors. The dead cells of epidermis of skin contain a protein called Langerhans cells, melanin, dead cells, rhodopsin, melanin. Okay. Hope you followed, children. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel, press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.